Well, first of all, I just have to say where I instantly recognize you from, and you probably can guess what it is.
Blackish?
Blackish, of course, but also I don't think there was anybody better to play a very young Olivia Pope. You know, and
Yes.
it's funny, when I saw you on the carpet, I was like, gosh, that looks like a young Kerry Washington. And then I look closer, I'm like, that is the young Kerry Washington.
That is so funny, and I'll get that all the time because I looked so young when we shot it that people are like, you look so much like Kerry Washington. Like, you look like the girl that played young Kerry Washington. I was like, oh, thank you.
So, did she give you any advice when you worked with her? Like, just any nugget of wisdom?
I think the sad thing is we were never in a scene together because I'm her flashback, so unless some like crazy time travel stuff happens in the next season, I won't be able to work with her in a scene, for Scandal at least. But she visited me on set when we were shooting, the day that we were shooting, and she just said like my audition tape was so special because of how authentically myself it was. I came in with the biography of Lincoln, and
what do you mean?
Because in the audition I had to bring in a book because I was going to be reading a book in the scene. So I brought the autobiography of Lincoln, and what else? I was wearing my knee-high socks and my favorite school uniform, and they were like, "We loved it so much. So just please stay authentically yourself."
Now, I feel like every actress in Hollywood, the moment they work with someone like Shonda Rhimes, I mean, you were, I think what I read was, and it's so true, a veteran of TV at this point with the shows that you've done. But what did you feel like you learned from working with someone like Shonda?
Well, I mean, it was quite a few years ago now, but I got to work with the amazing, why am I forgetting, Candy Alexander and Joe Morton. So really working with them was so special because I think it was just a great moment for me because I got to absorb their lovely energy. And so even though I was only in it for a bit, it was such a fantastic experience.
And I also think you're setting a really good example because not only are you now modeling, but it's modeling for a cause. So tell me about, you went to the White House, you were with Carly Kloss, like take me through all of these things. Like what can we take from that?
Okay, well I've been at the White House 3 times in the past 2 months and 5 White House events now in total. But I also signed with Women Management, and I feel like the point of that collaboration was really not to have my face plastered everywhere or to just become more visible, but rather to, I guess, take fashion and using it as a form of self-expression. And there's so many great ways to connect fashion and philanthropy and other things that I'm interested in, and Women Management really understood that, so they got it right away. It wasn't about being on runways for me. I know I'm only 5'5".
Well, I'm going to let you go, but I just have to know, girl to girl, any cool stories from the White House? I mean, you met the president, you met Michelle Obama, anything you can share. Just one, and then I'll let you go.
So at the college signing day, that wasn't at the White House, but it was in Harlem, and I was going up to say hi to Michelle Obama. And this was, let me just tell you how the whole thing happened.
Okay, I'm Michelle, so I'm standing here, and you walk up. What happened?
I walk up, and I start singing Eminem, Guess Who's Back, because I've seen her 3 times now.
Okay, so how did it sound?
Guess who's back again. But then she started talking to her about my AP classes, and there's video of her giving me a shoulder rub.
Okay, so I'm Michelle Obama. I'm giving you a shoulder rub. Okay.
So there was a whole pep talk that happened between me and the First Lady, Michelle Obama, and she was like, "Oh, I told my husband you were going to be here today," and I was like, "Oh, cool."
You mean the
and
president?
it dawned on me. It was like, "Oh, you mean the president of the free world? Okay."